You got Ertz down tight. They ran the pick the last time. The little wheel to the back. This time Boston Scott in there was there.
Scott flares to his left. McCown, he's going to get taken down. Couldn't even get the pass away. And taken down there, Clowney and Reed combined with 156. Start with a toss here to Homer. To the 11-yard line. A dangerous play when you're backed up at your own 10 or 11-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles.
Yeah, and you know what's coming now. So it is all-out pressure, all-out blitz. If you had the nerve to try a pass, at best you're going to get man-to-man coverage with no free safety in the middle of the field. Your receivers have been making big play after big play. Lockett's a huge threat down the field. Metcalf has been a huge threat down the field. You would like your odds in this situation, throwing one of those balls, but you also want to eat up all these timeouts.
Seahawks have been here before. Told you earlier, almost every game this year's been a nail-biter. Had one last week, had one tonight. Lynch is in the game with Ballore the fullback. Give it to Lynch. And he gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd down and long. And Philadelphia uses its second timeout. Throw here? You're thinking, aren't you?
I am.
See the wheel spinning.
Well, I mean, it's hard. You want that last timeout because you've got a backup quarterback in the game, right?
Sure.
And you want him to have as little at his disposal as possible. So I desperately want that timeout. You can't lose the game from where you are. They could tie it. I think at this point you put the ball in the hands of your best player, who's Russell Wilson. If you like it, take it. If you don't like it, check it down and see what happens from there. Or he takes off and runs. I would trust Russell Wilson with the ball right here.
8 years in the league, never missed a start. Been there, done that. They bunch 3 receivers to the right.
Just great cover 0.
Here come the Eagles. And Wilson's going to go deep downfield, and you've got an open man in Metcalf to the 50-yard line. And that, in all likelihood, will write a finish to this one.
Well, I love the play call. I really do. Brian Schottenheimer, that was brilliant. They knew what they had to do. There was going to be the cover 0. You're going to get the safety out of the middle of the field. So everything's going to be one-on-one on the outside. You put your big stud, who's 6'3", down the field, and he is learning how to do those big contested catches. And what a force this guy has started to become now late in the season. He was not one of these sophisticated route runners coming out, but blew the combine away with things like that. I mean, just physical feats of athleticism. And now they're finally starting to translate into plays in the biggest of moments.
Metcalf, 160 yards, 7 catches. Kneel down here for Russell Wilson. 1 or 2 more, and that will do it. So there's a guy, we talked about him before. A lot of people thought he'd go in the 1st round. He did too. He was very upset he lasted till the 2nd round. Played in Mississippi, 9th wide receiver chosen.
I mean, if you went back and watched him in college, and you said he was going to be the 9th receiver, I just remember watching the draft. I had him as the 7th pick. And here he was going. I said, there's something wrong with this guy. He has some issues, some off-the-field thing. He's a bad guy. There's something that I don't know about this guy. And we met him, and he was a hard studying guy. Russell Wilson says he puts out this 12-page document, has protections and coverages and everything. He memorizes the whole thing. He's become a student of the game, and Russell Wilson just loves him.
One more kneel down. We mentioned before, there's never been a 5-6 matchup in a conference championship game. But if Minnesota upsets San Francisco next week, and Seattle goes into Green Bay and beats the Packers, it would be Minnesota against Seattle for the NFC Championship in Seattle.
Could happen.
We had a 4-6 back in 2008 with Arizona hosting Philadelphia. And so for the Seattle Seahawks, it is back home and then a trip to Wisconsin. As the clock ticks down to triple zeros.
Congratulations.
I've got to give a lot of credit to the Eagles this year. I mean, they're playing with guys off the street. They're playing with McCown in his 17th season, who's coaching high school football in North Carolina, and he has to take over in the wild card game.